I need you to remember that you are amazing. You have pure energy, and we're about to get into that. We've got something to do in this life, and we need to get to it. But first, we need to talk. Oh, that was loud. So sorry. But first, we need to talk about why the hell do people betray us? Like, what did we ever do to you? Welcome back to the I Am Sunday show. It is here that you're going to get to know yourself a little bit more deeply and life so that you can heal and evolve spiritually. You are one decision away from creating the life that you envision, stepping into your purpose and being who you've always meant to be. So let's get into it. When they know that you trust them and that they have you in the bag, as we call it, that means to them that they can do whatever they want and they're going to be able to manipulate you. They're going to be able to gaslight your experience because they now know that you are in a vulnerable state and they can tell you the narrative of what's going on. But you know, and the truth is, it is betrayal. They have betrayed you, regardless of how it looks or what they're saying. They definitely have. And this is something that I had to learn the hardest way is, you know, I deeply loved these people and I could see that they were doing things to help me, but at times they were doing things to hurt me. And once they had me with my vulnerability where I questioned myself so much, I questioned me, I questioned my truth, I questioned the reality that it was. Once you start questioning, you become so compromised and vulnerable that you sometimes don't know what's what. In that space, they will try and take control of the narrative to tell you whatever. But you need to know that your heart is telling you. If you sat with it for long enough, regardless of what it looks like, whether like I was doing it to help you, I was doing it because of X, Y, Z, like whatever the excuse is that they're giving. And I say an excuse because it is. Like, be honest with your freaking self. Like, do yourself a favor and be honest for once in your life. Because the moment that they become honest, they will know damn well that it was betrayal. Because if it happened to them, they would be betrayed. What you're feeling is 100% betrayal, regardless of what it looks like. Remember that. Why are they doing it? It's because they're selfish. They don't have empathy. They are so insecure. They really are, regardless, again, what it looks like on the outside. Even if they're like, oh my God, they're so confident though, and they have everything in their life. Why would they be jealous of me? Why would they do that to me? Because it's fake. The identity is completely and utterly fake. But you have the purity of it. You embody something so freaking pure that they want and they need. And in the beginning, they sometimes just use it to, you know, their own gain. And then later on, that's where the betrayal comes, is because they're so used to it being there. You know, you're always going to be there. You're never going to go anywhere. You're too loyal. Okay, yeah, until you betray me. And then I'm not loyal, right? I'm questioning you. Even if I stick around, I'm watching you like a hawk. I'm watching the patterns. I'm watching everything you do. Anything out of line, I'm going to notice and I'm going to freaking strike. You are seriously underestimated. You definitely are. You have an energy that is so pure, so high vibrational, but this sensitivity, it sniffs out anything. It sniffs out lies. It sniffs out characters, people, narratives, storylines, excuses. It knows. And you're really good at pretending. You know, you could have been an actor really because you go along with it. Oh, it's fine. It's okay. We can work on it. Or maybe you just don't say anything at all. But regardless, you know, your heart knows. So what's happening now is you're going to start to learn that the people that have done this to you, regardless if they are good people, you're going to know that they're not your people. That's just as clear as anything. They are not your people. Your people are loyal. They're like you. You know them. Okay. They feel trusting. The moment that you're like, oh, I don't know, it's a dead no. The part where we go, oh, we don't know, that means that we're going to go and test the waters for, 5-10 months, maybe the very longest. And then we get burnt. But you're going to start to learn very quickly that you can know right now that you are being, sent these messages of like abort mission, vacate, stage left. At the end of the day, they're just not your people. And if you can't trust them full-heartedly, where they're trustworthy people, we just can't trust them. And you also need to know that you have this purity coming through you, that you have embodied inside of you, that you may not consciously register yet, but you are going to from this video. You're going to feel this natural resonance with me and go, oh my God, I do think I have something really incredible inside of me. And people have taken advantage of me, and they have. And you're no longer going to give them your power, which is the part of you that is so trusting and so loyal and so understanding and forgiving. You're not going to do that. That's your power, okay? So we're going to pull that back in now. And I'm sorry, but people who betray you that are not your people, we don't need to spend another minute on them or around them, regardless of what they're telling you, regardless of that excuse. Like I said, it doesn't matter anymore. That excuse, honey, is for them. It's not for you, darling. Because that excuse is kind of like the lie that they make up for themselves to make themselves feel better about what they've done. And then there's the truth. And the truth is in your heart. And you deserve better. And you do have something that people want. And it is, you might think that you're not secure, But honey, you are secure in your energy. You devote yourself to your energy every single day. And so you're going to keep moving in on that and follow this destiny, but you're no longer going to be around these people that betray you and come up with excuses to make themselves feel better. And this trust, I need you to trust yourself, not abandon yourself, not abandon your own ship. I need you to trust yourself and know that if you are a bit iffy on somebody, if they're not 100% trustworthy, then just leave it. Because this betrayal, really, they're going to betray your trust because you freely give it away. But that's your superpower as well. I just want you to have a boundary in place. I want you to know who to give it to and who not to give it to. But for that to happen, I need you to be totally embodied with your own energy and have your worth in there and the confidence that what you need is within you and you're going to go and get it. But I'm very sorry that you've experienced this betrayal. But I'm telling you, this is because you opened yourself up with your sensitivities and you gave them something that they were like sniffing out for. They wanted it bad and they saw it coming, and then they used your beautiful nature to kind of, wean you in, and then you were stuck. So I hope that this video sets you free, and come and join me next week where we go into all of your awakening who you truly are, becoming who you really are, because first we start to awaken and then we fully wake up. Bye.